What's up, fight fans, moviegoers, Jedi, Sith, comic book illustrators, collectors, diorama makers, action figure collectors, everybody out there in the world. How you doing? How's everything, man? Welcome to the Boxing of Jedi's Temple. And today we're gonna have a variety talk with the Star Wars dad, John, the mighty Maize, and myself, Jay Cotto. Man, say what's up, guys.
What's up, man?
Howdy. What's up?
So, man, we're just gonna wait for everybody to come on in, man. We're just gonna have a little talk today. We might pick someone else out the bunch. If you want to get on, I'll throw up the link and we can all get on. I see there's a thumbs down. Don't even sweat that. That's my fan. That's the one that's always swinging for my testicles. But it's all good, man. So tell me, man, how you guys holding up with this fucking COVID-19 bullshit?
Man, I'm still working. I'm traveling still. It's not travel like it used to be, from like Alabama to Lake City and Jacksonville. I'm not traveling like that. I've got little routes I'm doing, but dude, it's like strap up gas mask time, but being as cautious can be. I mean, it scares the living crap out of me,
I hear you, man. And what's up with you, Maize, man? How you been coping with this shit?
Well, in the short term, I was laid off Friday from my job of 4 years. If you are out there in the tech field, don't think that you're immune, because for everybody that got the 16 million Americans that got laid off in the last 2 weeks, this can come out of the blue to anybody, because just all you got to do is have an employer that's skittish enough.
Yep.
Yeah. And just file for unemployment. Everybody qualifies right now, and I think that stimulus bill, not the $1,200 check, everybody knows about that, but like the extra $600 a week, I think that's just supposed to be automatic. But I'll find out as I go forward, because I'm still in the process.
Yeah, I have no clue. Let's see. In the state of Florida, man, you're better if you can even work part-time in the state of Florida, work, because Florida's got the worst unemployment in the entire nation, because I think you only make, what is it, $250 a week? Is that what it is, Jay, for unemployment?
Unemployment insurance?
Yeah. $250 a week.
Yeah. That's if you're lucky, too. A lot of motherfuckers won't get accepted, But it is what it is, man. We're all coping out here. We're doing the best we can. Of course, we've got a support system, and we must keep it. But, good luck to everybody, man. If anybody wants to get on and share, your story as to how you're dealing with this COVID-19, just let us know. Me personally, I can't really speak for this COVID shit, because I don't know not one person in my lifetime that I know that has gotten it so far.
I don't either. Well, except for our state representative, the local representative for our area.
Yeah, but that's
my customers.
Yeah, but that's what they say. Just like these stars as well, they say that they got it too. And look, what's been going around is, there are a couple of military men going around, and they've been exposing exactly what's going on. And I want to talk about this, first topic, which is the 5G towers, and which is really, really giving people this COVID-19 flu-like symptoms and shit. And I'm not going to lie, I have been seeing a lot of reconstruction around my way on 5G towers after that announcement. And that chloroquine, the chloroquine, they said that has something with sort of that it blocks radiation. That's why people get better. So basically, you gotta, these are, army guys. These are guys from the army that are actually, saying this, making videos, and they're coming out there saying, listen, this is the 5G towers. If you're feeling sick or anything like that, you will feel better if you move a couple of miles away from them and watch you get better. Like, and he explained the chloroquine, exactly what it is. Like it blocks off radiation and shit. And it's also, sort of like an antibiotic or whatever. And it's like, it's, maybe
I take the medication. It's one of my medications that I take for my lupus.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know a guy that has lupus. That's besides Star Wars Dad. That he tried to take it, and last week he got this massive rash all over his chest and back.
Oh, yeah.
It was really nasty.
Well, when I first started it, I rashed out like a son of a bitch too, because it's horrible on the body once you first start taking it, and then your body readjusts itself to be able to start handling it, because you are killing off cells when you start taking this. So yeah, you're going to rash.
Yeah.
And, because I'd say for two weeks straight, it'll fuck you up, man. It will fuck your system up.
Damn, man. Peace to everybody out there on the check-in. Peace to my man, Cal Davis, and everyone else. My man, Red Glove Militant. What's going on? In a couple of minutes, we're going to invite somebody to come up on the panel to chill with us and, just kick it and talk some variety. So, like I was saying, man, I personally, besides the statesman, of course, but anybody else, like friends, family, friends of friends, friends of family, I don't know anyone who has caught this.
I don't know anybody except for, like I said, Neil Dunn, our state rep. Our House rep here. And he's one of the best guys you'll ever meet in your entire life. He's amazing.
Right.
And he actually came down with it. And his wife, Judy, he's isolated completely away from her. But besides that, I don't know the first soul that has it,
man.
I heard the British Prime Minister, what's his name? Boris?
Yeah.
Boris Johnson, almost said Yeltsin. He just got moved out of ICU today. So
okay.
Good.
I mean,
that's the last thing that England needs right now is for him to keel over.
Man, God bless everybody, man. I hope whoever has it, they have a full recovery. Nothing was damaged. I hope, God bless all of y'all. And those that are not going through it, just play the smart role. Do what you're doing. Stay home when you have to. Go out only for necessities. Make sure that you don't need a fucking mask. You don't need no fucking gloves. Okay, I am a testament to it. Look at my fucking hands. You see how off beige they are from so much fucking antibacterial and fucking Lysol sprays. Look at this, guys. I'm off beige. What the fuck do you call off beige? What's the next step after off beige? Transparent.
Well, I will say this much. I will say this much for all you single guys out there. All right, for everyone that's single, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but pussy is not a necessity, okay? Do not leave your house just to go get laid, Do not take your life in your hand just to go get laid.
The Red Glove Militant says, I'm a simple man with a simple plan. Yeah, man, I'm telling you guys, man, it's crazy out here. Let me tell you something. I think it was the other day I went live, and I had said that my sister-in-law she had sneezed on me, right? And yeah, she sneezed. Well, not on me, but I heard her sneeze, and I fucking came at her like a fucking one of them fucking raid them cops that raid and shit, the riot police.
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking riot police this bitch in her eye with this microban. I came at her. She said, I said, she was like, you fucking bad. I was like, shh. Bro, the room was a fucking mist. Okay, she was coughing. And it was what it was. I mean, but just to be safe, nobody's sick now. Nobody's sick. That's all you smell is Lysol in my house, bro. If not the microban. If not, shit that smells like fucking Bengay, but it's fucking sanitizing fucking soap.
Hell, my wife's so bad. As soon as I walk in the door, she makes me take my shoes off. I can't even wear my shoes into the house.
Certainly changing our habits. When I go to the damn store now, I wash my hands twice when I come back in. Once right after I come in, and then once after I unload the groceries. So.
Hell, with me traveling, I'm a clean person, but as soon as I get out of the car from where I've been and walk into the house, I'm walking straight to the shower and taking a shower as soon as I get in.
Yeah, definitely. Just to let you guys know, I'll put the link in the stream in case somebody wants to join us. We're going to take just one more to join us on the panel. I'm going to warn you, though, if you're a troll, you will be dealt with. I will wipe my ass with you. And John will most definitely feed you to the fucking Gators. And then Maize
Damn right.
will just fucking tell a story about on how you fucked up. You know, and that'll be your legacy. But yeah, man, you know, I tell you, man, you know, I'm not sure if you guys remember when I said that this was going to make personal hygiene. It was going to take this shit to another level.
Yeah.
Because now I've been opening doors. If I do go out, you know, I put my sleeve over my fucking hand, and I mean, I feel like one of them germaphobe fucks, you know, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm scared to shake people. Even after this shit is over, if I don't know you, like I'm not. Even if I do, I doubt if I'll shake your hand because it makes you think where the fuck these guys' hands.
My Dawn.
We pick our nose sometimes, right? I mean, sometimes the motherfuckers be scratching the butt butter from their crack and shit. Like, you know, some guys be, you know, I mean, you know, women too, you know, they got to sweat and shit. You know, I mean, yo, it makes you think like, where the fuck your hands been? It's scary for me now.
Well, my wife has taken it to another level, man. She's got the disinfecting wipes in her car, the Clorox disinfecting wipes, right?
Right.
And even when she fills up with gas, she will take one of those disinfecting wipes and grab the gas thing with it, you know, and put it into her car. Then she'll pump the gas thing with the disinfecting wipe where she's not touching anything whatsoever. Because when you think about it, you know, look how many people touch those gas pumps. You don't know what the hell's on there. You know, certain things we touch every day. Look how many people touch that shit.
Oh, I'm at a point where I'm thinking about that when I'm touching it. I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to touch this.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch this shit. And, you know, when it came to certain types of nasty public restrooms, I was always the master of the kick flush.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
From a distance with the side kick or the front kick.
Some bathrooms I turn on the damn sink with my foot.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this much, though. It's a damn good thing I don't have COVID-19 because I've been eating some of my old MREs, right?
Oh, shit.
Because, well, shit, I like them.
You might as well. I mean, they'll go bad eventually anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I like them. But the thing is, they give me the worst damn gas in the world.
So you got an MRE fart, bro.
Oh, yeah. Nasty MRE fart.
This time must clear the fucking house.
You can pass COVID-19 apparently by passing gas. So could you imagine me walking through Target?
That is some fucked up shit, John. You passing COVID-19 to your ass, bro. What the fuck? Oh man.
You have COVID-19. You have COVID-19.
Anybody wants to join the stream? We're taking one more on the panel, man. The link is in the chat, man. Come join us, man. Have a bug out with us, man. Definitely, man. I ran into some shit now where these guys are talking about, and I'm talking about these news outlets that were saying just about maybe 3 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks ago, that there's nothing to worry about. It's flu-like symptoms. Even somebody we know, right, was on that shit too, right?
Yeah.
But not the shit that these news outlets are on, because now they're claiming that they knew this was going to happen. When they were saying that, then at the same time, these fucking Democrats are talking about they closed. Hold on. Hey, what's up, Tapatito? What's going on, bro?
Hello?
Yo, can't hear you. What's going on, brother?
Hey, this is the Tapatio Warrior. I
What's
use the Tapatio because he reminds me of me too.
All right, what's going on, brother?
What's happening?
Where you from, man? Where are you from?
Hey, this is Red Glove Militant. I'm just.
I know.
We got it.
What's up, regular?
Hey, what up?
Chilling, bro. So yeah, man, we talking about how it was always Trump that knew what was going on, and he put us onto it. And these guys are claiming that they knew now all of a sudden. And don't you want to smack these motherfuckers sometimes with this hypocrisy, bro?
I look at it like this: people are corrupt now all over the world, and the media is just the most powerful fucking tool to be corrupt with.
Yeah.
It's like, how many people really believe, and if you want to disagree, it's fine. How many people really believe that China only had 82,000 goddamn cases?
You know what I'm saying? That's
There's
crazy.
a billion fucking people over there.
I was about to say Wuhan, the city that originated with, right? It's bigger than New York City. The city itself is bigger than New York City.
Yeah.
And New York City right now has, 9.4 million people. So if the city's bigger than New York, I'm expecting 11, 12, 13 million people just in that one city alone. Can you imagine how many real cases were probably just within that city alone?
Damn.
My suggestion is, if you're looking at any of the global numbers of the John Hopkins site, maybe look at Iran, maybe Iran, but like Spain and especially Italy. Now, the good news is Italy is starting to level off with new cases.
Yeah.
Look at the graph and shit. But China, don't trust anything coming out of that. But they stopped reporting probably 2 weeks after they locked down for good.
Yo, even my Chinese friends don't even order Chinese food. And I'm like, what is wrong with you guys, bro? You got this. It's not fucking coming from China, you fucking morons, right? But they're scared too. That just they're scared as well. So yeah, we can't trust shit coming from them. We can't. We cannot trust anything coming from that. Yo, those that order Wish and all that stuff, cancel that shit too. Don't touch anything, man. And if you do, look at the mailman first, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, tell them to leave it and back up. Like, act like that shit was a radioactive fucking package and tell them to back up. Then when you open the door, make sure that you have a broomstick, right? For those that live in tenements and shit, not like us in houses. And what you do is you open the door and you push with the broomstick, and as you're pushing, you spray. And microman.
Yep.
Use the microman, son, and spray that shit and let it stay there for like about a whole hour. You can wait, motherfuckers. You can wait. And after that hour, you're just chilling. And guess what? You have a spray that's like really fucking open. Oh, Steph!
Hi, Steph.
What's going on? Mala, what's going on, guys?
How's it going, Jay?
Just kind of bored off my ass.
We have been wondering about you.
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, I hope Steph's all right, man. I hope she's got her ammo. I hope she's got her fucking.
I've got everything. I mean, if you guys could see what we've got here, you'd want to hang out here. In fact, we couldn't get rid of you. We've got all the food we need. We've got all the. My Han Solo fell down. Stay up there, dude.
Now, Steph, are you anywhere near the hot spot in Pennsylvania, though?
No, we're in Carlisle. We're actually west of Harrisburg. We're in the Harrisburg area, but we're west. And
you're closer to DC then.
We're not that. We're about 2 hours. 2 hours on a decent day driving. And it's where we live. We live. If you come up here, if you take 81 up, right? You get on Pence or whatever. We literally live between the Turnpike and 81, right? There's a truck stop there. It's Truck Stop Carlisle. That's what we call it.
Right.
If you go 800 feet off of that, you might as well be in bumfuck Pennsylvania. That's where we live.
Right.
It's really, there's people shooting guns around here. Tonight, I know we'll hear the coyotes howling. Had great horned owls. calling for mates out here quite a bit lately.
Good damn.
Well, let me ask this.
Deer in our
Mala,
backyard.
Mala's on here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mala, if I remember correctly, you're from New Zealand, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Tell us, with this pandemic that's going on right now, are they infringing on civil rights down there? Is it like a military state, or is it like y'all go about as you please right now?
Oh no, man, we're in complete lockdown for a month. The airports, they shut the airports first. They were completely locked. Anyone who comes in has to go into quarantine for 2 weeks. And we're in our houses. We can go for a walk if it's close proximity to our house. We can do some exercise, go for a walk, but we can't travel. And everything's shut down except the dairies, which is like a little shop you can go into, and the supermarkets. Everything else is shut. The country's just in complete lockdown.
Damn.
But it is working.
Yeah.
Our cases are dropping there because we can't. The thing is, our politicians, they did modeling based on our hospital system, and per head of population, you see what's happening in Italy.
Yes.
If that happened to us, if we got the same rate of infection that they did per head of population, we would be wiped out. Our hospital system would not be able to provide the ventilators, and it would just be, we'd be buried, mate. So that's why they did what they did, because they know we simply can't cope.
Well, see, it's so different because like Jay and I, we both live in Florida. Jay lives in southern Florida, and I live in northwest Florida. And where I live, there is hardly any cases of this virus whatsoever.
Yeah.
But where Jay lives, if you look at Florida, I'd say the cutoff line, it starts at Orlando. From Orlando going south, it is like COVID hell.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, we had a wedding. This is how infectious it is. We had, in New Zealand, it's the same. We've got some areas that are, were pretty hard with it, and others hardly got anything. But down in the South Island, down right, there was a wedding, and literally everyone at the wedding got it. That's how infectious it is, man. The whole wedding, man. And they had to do literally, well, they quarantined everyone so no one can go out. So it stops the virus spreading. And gradually, as people get sick, because it's a 2 week for the symptoms to show, they lock the country down for a month. So you've got 2 cycles of infection that month can cover for. And everyone who had it has shown up with it. And because they're quarantined, they couldn't spread it. So it's actually working quite well for us. So yeah, hopefully 2 weeks we'll be out of quarantine, hopefully, but they're still going to keep the border shut. The airport, anyone who comes in.
At least at China, and here in Cumberland County, they finally locked us down, and I'm only allowed to see my horse at a barn for a half hour once a week.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. At a barn.
Now,
And I have to come up and I have to wipe everything down in a barn.
I'm still working, and I can go and come as I please, but I get a letter that sits in my car. If I cross like the state line, and got pulled over, I show them the letter that lets me through, any blockade or anything. But anywhere I go, it's gas mask. I mean,
we've got essential workers. We've got essential workers that are still working. The farmers can still produce food. The supermarket people are still keeping the supermarket stocked. My cousin's a commercial fisherman. He can still go.
Nice.
So there's essential industries that keep going, but everyone else, it's just that 1 month to just try and lock it. Because as I say, we haven't got the ventilators. If we got swamped with a huge, like in Italy, we couldn't do anything. We'd be buried. So they had to do what they did. It sucks. I'm bored as hell, but it's lucky we got the internet. You can still talk to people.
Even when we didn't know a lot about this virus and it was just little stories coming out of China, I had no doubts about the communicability of this disease.
Yeah.
The question was how fast it was going to get over here. It didn't get over here very fast, but once it was here, that it really took off.
It took off. China. With China, I was talking to someone about this. They've got a pattern of behavior. They lied about bird flu.
Yeah.
They lied about SARS, which was also a coronavirus. Now they've lied about this. It's the same pattern of behavior. They knew for months they had it. And not only did they not say anything, they reprimanded the doctors, the Chinese doctors who come out publicly with it. Then, at the same time, not only did they not lock down their areas, they didn't lock down the airport. They let thousands of Chinese, knowing this virus was circulating, go overseas, and they let foreigners come into China to then get infected and take it back. That's a disgrace, man. And the world, when this is over, China has to be held to account. They have to be told, you can't do this, man.
The president is, trust me, they're arresting professors here that are dealing with them and allowing so-called Chinese students to take samples of viruses back. There was 2 guys arrested at the airport and a Harvard professor arrested. He was their boss, right? And now MIT is being looked at. Yale is being looked at. They've got quite the little scam going on.
Oh, it's like in Canada. Two top scientists in Canada, Chinese, got kicked out. I think it was a year back, got sent back to China. And guess what? One of them worked at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which is about 300 meters from that wet market. And they've got bats. They've got bats. And they've got bats. Yep. And they've got bats at that market, man. They have got a lot. They got so much to answer for.
They've probably got lying. A lot worse than bats at that market.
Yeah, but they're lying.
They're just as Kurt Schlichter says, quit eating weird shit.
You know,
they're lying about
I had the virus a few weeks ago.
Quit eating it raw.
Yeah, James. I wanna say God bless you, man, and I'm glad you're better, man. And now I can actually say I knew somebody who had the virus. We can also.
That's what I'm saying. Same here. And
man.
you know, maybe not on here, but James, we all need to have a discussion about what you went through, man, because when this first came out, all we heard was this was just going to be like a bad flu. This is worse than a bad flu. I think everybody can agree right now.
Yeah,
this is worse than a bad flu.
If it gets in your lungs, you drown. You literally drown.
Well, what's interesting is that they're discovering it actually attacks your blood.
Yeah.
And that's how it attacks your lungs. That's why the malaria drugs are working.
Yeah. And what they're finding out now is doing heart damage also.
Yeah.
And kidneys. Yeah, I saw a guy in America had kidney damage from it. And
organ failure.
Yeah.
Maize and I were talking about this the other day. If you get into 3 systems failing at the same time, you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
3 organ systems. Yeah.
Well, that's what they said in the UK. The UK is getting absolutely hammered. They're taking nearly 800 to 900 dead a day, and they're only 1/5 the size of America.
Yeah.
They're getting. And I read an article. It said that half the people who go into their ICUs for intensive care, they're dying.
Yeah. Well,
what did I read this morning about Sweden? Like Sweden's supposedly not reacting at all.
No,
they're just going about
really.
Business as usual.
Yeah.
Everybody's out in the streets.
They're going to pay, man. They're going to pay the price.
What I heard about the UK, though, why they're getting hammered so bad, is their blood types in the UK. The majority of blood type over in the UK is like AB positive, which this virus is wreaking hell on people with anything that's like AB positive or AB negative. It is, I don't know what it has to do with the blood type, but it's just wrecking hell on it.
John, we'll talk about this later off camera.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you something that's going to freak you out.
Okay.
All right. It's the thing about what's going on in New York is, if you've ever been to Manhattan, and Mila, I don't know if you have. You guys have, right?
Oh yeah.
I resided in from Manhattan. I used to live there.
Yeah. You are packed in, and I'm going to use one of Rudy's old boss's statements: noses to asshole.
Basically, yeah. You're packed in the elevators. You're packed in the transportation units. That's the trains,
And
fucking everything.
How it's going around.
Yep.
If they won't close down public transportation. They almost can't. They can't.
Yeah, I was about to say, because no one in New York City drives. Everyone uses public transportation.
Yep.
You take the bus, you take the subway, you just don't drive, or you walk.
Right.
But if you get on the subway, Jay knows exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm sure Maize does too. You get crammed in there like a sardine in a can.
Especially rush hour. Rush hour, you're like face to face and shit. And you're like, hey, motherfucker. You're like, mother.
That's
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same in the UK. You see the footage on the UK. They're all on the tube, man. They're all crammed together. I was horrified watching it. It was just like, my God, it's just spreading.
a crowded train is an instant test of the immune system.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
It is. I mean,
It's like
I
those
don't
cruise
know.
liners.
Oh God.
The cruise liners are another level of filth altogether. not to say that it's a bad thing, because I know John loves cruises. It's just
I do.
Well, my dad's wife actually got the coronavirus, and they had went on a cruise.
Oh
They
shit.
went on it. Yeah, they had went on the cruise like right before. When they were on the cruise, that's when the stories really started surfacing, and shortly after she got back, she started feeling the symptoms. She started getting the symptoms and everything.
Damn. Is she better? Is she okay?
As far as I know, she's okay. I haven't been over there. I ain't trying to go over there.
I see what you did there.
To Adam James here, bit of fear on many UK deaths were people who unfortunately didn't have long to live. They had corona but didn't die. Okay, this is where I blame the media.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The questions that need to be asked are also, this is a big one. Steph and I have been going over and over it. How many people that died with coronavirus, but they may have had some other underlying condition that actually killed them, like say they died of a heart attack and they had heart disease for 20 years,
right?
But they also happen to have coronavirus at that time. Those are being counted as coronavirus deaths, and that's bullshit. We need accurate figures.
Exactly, and we need scientific proof to show us that this virus is actually accelerating the deaths. You know what I mean?
We also need to know, of all these deaths, how many of these, were preventable situations where people were they had the virus and they just weren't fucking doing anything about it. Because some people are like that. We all deal with disease in our own way when we get sick. And this is one of those times where, we all need to be just kind of hunkering down a little bit if we get it.
Right.
Now, one thing that is scaring me about this, though, is during the flu season, as soon as it starts getting warm outside, the warm weather kills the flu virus that quick. The warm weather right now is making this spread. People are wanting to get outside, and they're spreading it even faster.
Fucking dummies, stay the fuck home, son.
Yeah, John, you've recounted more than once. People are at the damn beaches. Sorry, stuff.
Well, to me, there's a difference between going for a walk. Like we're still allowed to do that, thank God, or I would probably be protesting in front of the governor's mansion, which is right down the road from where I live.
Right.
We're still allowed to go outside and do that. Laying like a log on a beach.
Yeah.
Well, going into the grocery store the last couple of weeks, there's something I've noticed, and maybe it's just my area. I don't know, but who's the most discourteous when it comes to the social distancing? You could probably take a guess. Young people, especially young dudes about college age. They got no fucking idea.
Yeah, we've had that. We've had people in New Zealand. One guy just spat on a cop, and he got 3 months jail. They just threw him in prison for 3 months, mate.
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
People are
Well, I mean, I live not far from the beaches over here in Florida, and a couple weeks ago, all them spring breakers, instead of being smart, they all went to the beach, and now they all got coronavirus.
That's exactly what John's been talking about.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, there's a difference between going for a walk and practice and staying away from people and laying in a like a herd of seals on a beach, which
Right.
is what they look like when they're doing it. You know, and there have been people arrested here and charged with terrorism for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, spreading a fucking deadly virus, supposedly.
Yeah,
And
There was a guy at the Kearns here who saw an old man who was recovering with pneumonia, and he coughed on him deliberately.
Oh, shit.
He was wearing a mask. The old man coughed on him deliberately and said he had coronavirus. Guess what? He's in jail with no bail, and he's been charged with terrorism.
That's right. He's lucky.
That's what it needs to be. And TJ Carr, regarding your last comment there, I don't know if Jay can put it up. If that ends up being true, I promise you, China will no longer be an economic leader in very short order. We won't buy shit from them.
Maize,
yeah, man.
I can, and TJ, what's up, my brother? Good that you're here with us, man. Listen, I have seen video where there was I seen two of them. There was one of a Chinese guy on a subway, and he had the mask halfway on, and he was licking his fingers and putting it on the poles and going down the cars doing it. Somebody's recording and not saying nothing, but they recorded it. And then there was another one where there was a lady in a fruit and vegetable market and doing that shit too.
Did you see the one with the lady in the Target, an American Target? It was a Target or a Walmart. She's in the laptop section, the electronic section. She's touching the screens of all the computers in the laptop section. And this woman that's filming is like, "You got to touch all of them."
That's fucking crazy, man. These fucking matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up some footage. That's some fucking crazy, disgusting.
That needs to be a terrorism charge.
It is a terrorism. That's what they're doing. It's
It's funny.
By the way, I'm sorry to hear about you being laid off. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Oh, thanks, man. It was unexpected. I mean, I was kind of bracing for it at the same time, but I didn't expect it so damn soon.
Yeah, I hear you. That's saddening.
Those
to hear
fucking
that,
day traders on Wall Street, they got a lot of employers real skittish and worried.
They got the government scared too. You know?
Yeah.
And I just that's what pisses me off. They're the ones who started this panic, and of course the news ran with it.
Yep.
The Dow went down to like 18,000. It's already back up to almost 24. My employer will need help in very short order when all this is over with, and they're going to regret getting rid of the people they got rid of.
Yeah, well.
A lot of employers are going to find themselves in that position.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna wait for John to come back, and then I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw this on because I found some footage and shit. It's actually compiled footage of people doing this, so we just may see what we're all talking about as to the instances, from what we witnessed, online with these fucking people just hey, you fucking, I swear it, man. Listen, with the gloves on, I would punch these people so fucking hard that I think I would my knuckles would pierce through the fucking gloves.
Not even just spreading shit. Like there was that woman on Twitter that bought the masks, the N95 masks, and she was bragging in Chinese or whatever that I didn't leave any for the Americans, and that's a knock on your door from the FBI, you idiot.
Yeah,
man.
Of course.
Oh, yeah,
husband's a white guy too, by the way. He is American.
Big Cotto wants to channel his inner Mike Tyson and do some damage on some of these people.
Bro, I would hit him so hard, bro. That I'm telling you, man, with the rubber glove, with the gloves on, the latex gloves, my knuckles would pierce right through that shit. That's how hard I would stick these fucking fucks with, man. I swear, because that's terrorism, man. You listen, when you do that, like let's just say somebody do that shit and I see that. I mean, what else you expect me to do? I mean, I'm surrounded by my nephews and nieces and shit. You know what I mean? I could bring that shit to them because you bastards decided that you just want to start licking shit, you sons of bitches. I mean, that's some dangerous shit, man. But let's see this.
Remember the older brother in the Goonies? When you wake up, I'm gonna hit you so hard. When you wake up, your clothes are gonna be out of style.
Sad about all this stuff. I am still scheduled to go on my cruise at the very end of September. I am not on my damn cruise.
Oh shit!
Hey, in China, I heard in China, I saw this thing. You know how they say they've only had 3,500 dead? One of their funeral homes ordered 5,000 urns. One funeral home, 5,000.
That's crazy.
They've had a lot more deaths than what they're saying.
Well, New York City, where the Twin Towers was, they have actually dug a trench outside there to actually be able to put bodies or mass graves. So.
Like I said, follow Italy's numbers for accuracy right now, and in a few more weeks, Spain and the UK.
Yeah, well, I hate to say it, but the damn French, they deserve.
Oh man, they're getting annihilated. The French, they had 1,300 dead in 24 hours. Yeah, they're getting hammered.
Those people dancing in the square in the Smurf outfits.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, the thing is, like, you can have chronic conditions that can be managed, and that you're not necessarily going to die. But if you get the coronavirus, it exploits the weaknesses in your body, and it just sends you over the edge, man. You're doomed.
That's crazy. I'm gonna play this video here of people spreading coronavirus intentionally. Check it out.
Yeah.
I want to spray him with Maize.
Motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Look what he's doing.
Is this in China?
This is here.
Oh my God. What a
instant deportation, and by that I mean just throw them into the Pacific, just a mile or two out, just far enough to where they can't swim back.
Hospital built in 1 week in Wuhan. Bed spread by 2 feet without barrier. That's a hospital set up in Wuhan in a gymnasium, 800 beds. Wuhan living room, 2,000 beds to treat patients with mild pneumonia in the evening.
That just looks like a place where if you go in there and they think you have coronavirus, but you don't have it, you're going to have it by the end of the day.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They really didn't know what the fuck.
It's like a big incubator.
Yeah, and the measures go against the expert advice of the World Health Organization. These proposed acts are not for the control of the pandemic, but to create panic, said a spokesman of the Chinese Foreign Ministry. Look what these people are doing, man. Wuhan, China, and at least 15 other cities have been quarantined as China attempts to halt the spread of coronavirus. Wuhan is scrambling to fill 11 sports centers, exhibition halls, and other local venues. That's what makes the world panic.
TJ Carr.
The environment is too dangerous. Are they not afraid of cross-infection? That shit is riddled. Look at the fucking CDC workers in the background. Man, I am so glad I live here.
Amen,
They were so ineffective at stopping it that eventually it came down to, okay, everybody go home. We're going to weld your doors shut.
Yeah. Look at that. Thousands of people were sharing limited toilets and bathroom facilities, like a concentration camp. Wow. They got corona in the ass, too.
My ass can't breathe.
Wuhan community issued free vegetables. A good deed. The question is, isn't this another collective of cross-infection?
I was going to say contaminated vegetables, maybe.
Yep. When someone came back from Wuhan without reporting it, and walked around and is not, and he is now diagnosed. Oh, they beating him up because he fucking went over there and came to them. Yeah, now all of y'all got fucking corona, stupids.
Yeah.
Oh, look it. That's what we wanted to start doing here.
I want to
It's
know
probably
what the hell they
bleach
were
over there.
spraying when they were doing this shit.
I heard it was bleach, but I'm not sure. I'd like to bond with
There, Jay, there's
tons of Clorox.
Yeah.
there is a video out there of Chinese police dragging a woman out of her car and breaking her neck.
Wow. That's crazy. Look, these guys are checking for fever. U.S., Taiwan, Vietnam to suspend Hong Kong flights over coronavirus fears. Yep. Hong Kong government workers angered by mask ban. Carrie Lam, government workers wearing masks will have to take them off. Wow. She wore a mask on TV the other day. Man, I don't even live here, but I hope she gets booted from office. Wow. Man, listen, bro. Man, that is some crazy shit.
And that right there, the panic buying, that we were just monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, basically, man. Basically, that shit is fucking nuts, man. People just spreading shit like that, man. That's crazy, man. Hell yeah, TJ. Bruce Lee with his sidekick every motherfucker who tried to spread a coronavirus.
I was gonna say, TJ Carr, I'd just settle for a front kick to the nuts.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I want to know, like, who, when all this is over, I want to know everything about the virus, like whether it was engineered or if it was naturally occurring and they helped it grow in a lab. If anybody in America is responsible for putting it in their hands, I want to know who the fuck they are too, or anybody in the world. I want people held accountable for this.
It's funny. I was talking to someone before it really took off, and they said, "Oh, the coronavirus is just the flu virus." And I said, "Well, why are governments all around the world collapsing the world economy because they're so afraid of this virus? Why are doctors so petrified? It's not just another flu. It's so infectious. You can't get the flu off a door handle or touching a packet of food like this virus. It's insane.
It's more like a much more communicable version of SARS.
It is, man."
And I tell you one thing right now, man, I agree with what the Star Wars dad says, all right? You ready for this? He says, while it's taking a while for other countries to get corona, China got it right off the bat. I buy houses, no doubt. Peace to y'all, man. Peace to everybody on the check-in, man. You know, peace to TJ Carr, James Clark, the artist, man. My man Adam James, you know, as well, man. Tyrone Legacy, what's going on? Tyrone Legacy, you know, and of course Jacal Davis, man, first one here, man. You know, that's the MVP of the day. And I'd say right now, man, you know, it's just sad what's going on. I just hope that, you know, the numbers. Hey, Oreo, go sit down. I just hope that the numbers don't jump, and I just hope they go down, man. That's all I'm saying, man. And everyone who's sick, I just hope they pull through. You know, may the Lord put His hands on them and just, you know. But let's take it to the media now, claiming that they knew this was coming and Trump didn't, which is basically a bunch of bullshit. Because we've seen these guys cover. We've seen them all cover this shit. We've seen it.
And may the Lord put His boot up the ass of the media.
Yeah,
they were the ones. It's just the flu. It's okay. Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, you guys are saying president's being racist because he closed travel to China and travel from China. Well, wasn't this task force already put together long before we even knew what was going on? Yes, because they saw it coming. They knew exactly what was going to happen. And the reason why he wanted to downplay it is because the panic, look what it created.
Yep.
You know?
Massive panic, man. It's fucking nuts, man. And you know, you got guys like Don Lemon and the rest of these guys talking all this shit, you know, talking about, the president is poisonous. He don't know what he's saying, and you know, first of all, you guys are disrespectful, and I hope people that are to the left or Democrats actually taking a look at what these guys are doing. Okay, first of all, these guys, hey, stop it. These guys should be, put under a magnifying glass.
I'll be right back again.
Yeah, because what they're doing is this. The president is out here with Dr. Fauci, which is the America's medical doctor and the Surgeon in general. They're out here giving good advice and saying this is the cure and blah blah blah. And now they're saying, first of all, they say, well, he don't know what he's talking about. Chloroquine. Some fucking idiot, which come to find out that the lady gave her husband that because they were going through a divorce. So that's a murder case, but she uses Trump to say, so this was the couple that you heard that supposedly died when it was only the wife that didn't die. It was the husband, and they were going through a divorce. And she's using,
know.
that's what I'm saying. Then you got this new shit where you got vital information. CNN, you know what they do? They fucking broadcast Mario Cuomo. I mean, the Cuomo brothers telling one, I had a dream of you in a fucking fairy dress. I mean, and this is what you guys look up to. This is what you idolize. These guys from CNN telling you Trumping this, Trumping that, and everything that Trump gets right and his cabinet, what happens? What are you guys going to do? Oh, yeah, we said it. Trump pumps the economy, pumps it up, waves this magic wand that Obama said that he didn't know that where he was going to get it from, and what happens? What happens? Obama tries to take fucking credit for it when he had nothing to do with it.
Now, there is a upside to this virus, though. The upside is, one, it looks like this whole new stuff is dying. It looks like it is just utterly dying right now. Two, Holly Weird is in the shitter right now, man.
Oh yeah,
is just.
Of course. No, I agree with you, John. But something to look at, and I know it's not going to be possible, maybe because of the fact that it's China. Is let's make sure as we're leaving this virus, and it will probably leave as quick as it came. Make sure that we're not starting to see any relapses. At this point where I'm worried about the damn thing mutating and coming back.
Right.
Right now, it's stable. Thank God.
Thank God. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not putting it past me. The next shit that hits, motherfuckers are getting up from the slab table. I'm sorry.
Yeah, first off, Japan did this. They're paying companies to leave China. They're manufacturing, right? Korea has just pulled out Samsung,
Right?
Making their phones there. There's going to be a mass exodus of manufacturers, and I want to say this.
Good, they deserve it.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is not
Good,
only
man.
killing globalism; it's killing progressivism.
Yep.
If you guys are watching what's going on with the comic book industry, and we all know what a small niche the fan base is. All right, DC Comics is about to fold.
Yep.
There's another comic publisher that just fired everybody.
Marvel just told everybody to put their pencils down.
Yeah, Marvel is about to.
Marvel's about to
shut their
fall.
publishing down.
They're about to fall because of Snowflake and Safe Place. What the fuck is that?
I know. Well, all right. So here's the thing. That's just a little tiny niche of entertainment. Where else is it going to go? It's going to go into the film industry. Who's going to want to see these things? We've already seen it happen with Star Wars.
Yep.
And we've already seen what's going on with Disney too. And their stock fell 20 points before COVID hit.
Okay, let me tell you a little about Disney right now.
Hold on, John. Hold on for 1 second. Steph.
What?
They do it to Karate Kid as well.
Hey, I had one final question before we move on into Hollywood. It's for Mala. Mala, where are you from? Where do you live?
New Zealand.
Okay. Now, I had heard New Zealand was like one of the best at locking this down, along with South Korea. Is that true?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're locked down. We're big lockdown, man. I told the guys before, we shut the airport first.
Good idea.
And then everything's been shut down. except for like farmers, you know, the essential food people, supermarkets. My cousin's a commercial fisherman. He can still fish to provide food. But other than that, everyone's in their houses for a month. You can walk around the block to exercise, but that's it. So just totally shut it down. So we've had 1,200 infections, but we've only had one death.
New Zealand's numbers they're pretty good. And I was going to say also, before we move on to Hollywood, I don't know if it's to be believed, but Iran, of their 66,000 cases, they now have 32,000 recovered.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would believe them a little bit more than I believe China's numbers, but I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, I'm sorry, John. Please continue with the Hollywood stuff.
It's okay, but yeah, Disney. This you either love or hate Disney. Now, if you hate Disney, there's all sorts of good news, because the theme parks are what keep everything running with the Disney company, right?
Right.
All right. They're talking, the theme parks themselves might not even open till August. And then, if they do open in August, okay, it's going to be what's called soft opening, where only half the rides are running, and you will have to come in with a mask on, and they will only have like a quarter of the crowds that they normally have. Okay? Each day they're not open, they are losing approximately $250 million a day that they're not open. $250 million a day. All right. Now,
maybe they should have made the Rise of Skywalker about a big galactic virus. That way, the theme park would seem realistic for attendance.
The big news, okay. Everyone knows who J.P. Morgan is, right? The bank.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Everyone knows who Wells Fargo is, the bank.
Yes,
right?
they have our
All right. They are the biggest investors in Disney World, in the company at Disney, right? They have actually now slashed the stock in half. They've said, basically what that means is Disney was projecting itself that its stock is actually worth $160 something, right? JP Morgan and Wells Fargo has come out and made a public statement now saying that it's not true. The max the stock is worth now is $89 a share.
Doesn't surprise me. It was closed today at like 104. Yeah, today. And I thought, I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at entertainment stocks still going down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, somebody's buying in volume for a reason.
Yeah. Now, Disney has no money whatsoever. I mean, when I say none, I mean they have no free cash at all. They're still having to take loans out just to make payroll right now to their employees.
Right.
There's no free cash on hand.
$1.3 billion loan from.
Oh man, do you know what would be good if Disney had to sell back to Lucas?
Yeah,
on the cheap
at a fire sale price. Yes.
This is the thing. They are not going to be able to play identity politics anymore, or bring in any directors to make their crap films anymore that people are going to reject. They're going to have to put out good content, or they're going to just go broke beyond belief.
Yeah.
That thing you told me about, John? A difference a year makes, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to. Maybe we could now. What do you think we could get for it? And I'm going to tell you this right now. There's a reckoning happening for people that have fucked with us.
Yep.
At Lucasfilm, there's a reckoning, and they think they're immune to it. And when it hits, I'm going to go, hey, it wasn't COVID, it was you.
Yeah.
You did this to yourself.
What I think's funny though is right down the street you have Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Right. Universal Studios is owned by Comcast. So they're going strong. They have money flow coming in from cable and internet.
Yeah.
Everyone has it across the United States.
Yes.
And they are still building their Nintendo land right now.
Yeah.
And there's talks, the other half of the land is going to be Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that would be cool.
Can you imagine the draw that is going to have? Especially when Universal, you can get a park hopper for one day for all three parks right now as a Florida resident for $85. All right. If you go to Disney, a park hopper for all the parks will cost you $200.
Every time I think about 2012 and George selling, I just want to say, stop. Just no. It's one of those things where if you could just stop it, I wouldn't. When you want to know what, if these sequel trilogies had never happened, none of us would be pissed off.
Right.
None of this content, which is garbage, would be going on.
Yeah.
And for you guys who don't know, don't even look at Project Luminous. Oh my God. I put an article on Polygon, and it was an interview with Justina Ireland. It was like you're talking to a third grader.
Yeah.
The novelists.
Yeah.
She's a moron. It's like,
For those that don't know, Justina Ireland is one of the quote architects of this new High Republic shit that Lucasfilm's about to publish.
yeah.
Peace to Zugi and Ross Clot 222.
Hey Zugi, it's been a minute.
Well, see, I'm laughing my tail off because Disney bought Fox, right? And when they bought Fox, what did they get? They didn't get crap. I mean, about the only thing they got the X-Men.
Alien Predators.
Yeah, they got Alien Predators, and they got Home Alone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. And Avatar.
I had hoped that the acquisition meant that we would see the 20th Century Fox logo at the start of every Star Wars movie going forward, but then they changed the damn name of Fox.
Well, this is another case of hubris too. On Bob Iger's fault. Bob Iger's, plate. It's like you spent this much and then you had to spend that much more. You didn't have the money to do it. You did it anyway. And now, guess who's one of your major shareholders? The biggest snake in business, Rupert Murdoch. And you don't think he's watching? You don't think he's rubbing?
Can you imagine Disney making another Alien movie? Having a damn alien pop out of someone's chest. Hey, y'all.
Yeah. Doing some.
Fucking musical. A musical's going to come out with that fucking WB frog. And this is real.
Did you guys see the latest thing from Star Wars? It's The Rise of Skywalker in Shakespeare.
No,
they kept on doing those fucking Shakespeareized Star Wars books with the sequel trilogy.
They're just butchering it, man.
It's called The Merry Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
What?
It's one of those things where you just want to set it all on fire and just go. I did. Do you remember? Do you guys remember my Cotto figure?
And generally speaking, I am against book burning, but I would have one of these.
I want to see a 30-minute short of Luke Skywalker versus Pablo Hidalgo.
Yeah, I would. But no, I actually, that figure that Dave Pensack sent me, I got those 2 books from Amazon, and I thought they were Legends books, but they weren't. And Maize read the last 2 pages, right? And they totally undermined everything about Force Awakens. And I was pissed off. In fact, my favorite thing is that you got Tatooine right over here in a map. And Tatooine is supposed to be in HUD space, right? Well, it's way over here. I'm like, fuck this shit. So I put those out there. I started on fire. I put olive oil on top. And you want to know what? Those figures disappear. There's nothing left of her. There's absolutely nothing left. She turned into vapor. I was like, it was great. It's like burn the witch. I did, and she disappeared. So no, but it's look. These books are mass-produced paperbacks, so don't feel bad. It's not like you're burning Plato or Thomas Mann or Eric Maria Remarque. I mean, these writers can't spell the word "the" for Christ's sake.
These books are mass brain terrorism. You got to remove your brain to enjoy them.
Well, they're eighth grade. They're written for eighth graders.
Yeah. And did you guys fucking hear about that cunt, Alyssa Milano?
Yeah, I linked that earlier. She's like, let's all appreciate the danger of the coronavirus and keep guns out of homes.
No. But hold on. Hold her beer. I'll give you one better. You ready? She came out and said, I think that we need to take a second look at what we're doing when we don't believe
women.
No. When we don't believe men that are claiming they're innocent. So her whole tune has changed. Guess why?
Because Joe Biden's
because he got caught just recently, okay, over another accusation of him doing that neck breathing. As a matter of fact, he fingered the woman.
Apparently, I was about to say, apparently he pushed a woman against the wall and inserted a finger into her.
He finger clocked her. Yeah. Well, now she's all about we need to look at, she's not saying that she made a mistake or she's not saying anything. She's just saying we just need to take a second look at you fucking hypocritical cunt you. Let me get a close up on this really fast. I used to love you.
She's defending him.
I loved you in Commando. I loved you. I used to have posted a wall on you, Alyssa Milano, but guess what? I used to even eat cookies because they were called fucking Milanos, and they had nothing to do with you, bitch. But now you done fucked up. You see, you went off the fucking charts, and first you try to shit on Judge Craig Kavanaugh. You try to shit on everyone else. And now we have to take a second look because Joe Biden just happens to be pushed into this shit. The guy can't even remember to wake up or go to sleep correctly. And you know what, bitch? I hope the next time you get in your car, you get a flat tire. That's what I'm gonna say.
I have to say, Jay, man, from a New Zealand perspective, I watch Biden on TV. It's almost embarrassing, the state of the guy. It's just how on earth could anyone seriously put him in charge of a nuclear arsenal? The guy doesn't know what time of day it is.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Mala. Listen very closely. We lived in Korea. We were, Rudy was deputy commander of the U.S. Marines Korea. We had good friends that actually worked for the commanding general, and that's like you were there. I mean, ask John. You were there with the top dogs, right? Because they're protecting. And it was after Saturday night Easter Vigil Mass, and we were all doing the social thing after. And then he had to leave abruptly. The colonel that lived next door is Air Force colonel. So we get home, and he's in his uniform, Air Force blue khakis, not blue khakis, but blue digitals. And we're just like, what's going on? And he goes, oh, we got a BTC with the vice president. And Rudy kind of said something. He goes, I'm not gonna tell you who this guy is, by the way. He looked right at my husband with me standing there going, he said, he's the biggest son of a bitch I've ever met in my life. This guy was promoted to brigadier general, by the way.
Damn.
He was a B-52 pilot. And that always stuck with me. People that I saw Biden once on Capitol Hill when I was working for Army. He didn't really do anything for me. I was like, there's the plagiarist. Bye. But really, he was like the only Democrat that's been well known that didn't, piss me off to my socks the moment you meet him. Nancy Pelosi, she can drop it. She can
She's twisted, man. She's a twisted woman. If Trump found the cure for cancer,
man, guys, I can't stand that bitch. That man, listen, the people talking about her dentures when she's going like this, and no, that's the coke. Okay, that's cocaine. She's rubbing her jaw, telling her you're not seeing her teeth. She's licking. She's not putting her dentures in place, man. This bitch got money. She has a real teeth. She's got fucking veneers and shit. This bitch is on cocaine. She's constantly licking the coke off her. I'm telling you, man. Look, when she steps out of that room to go to the fucking podium and speak, this bitch always staggers to the left 2 steps.
Yeah, she's the only woman I've ever met that could drop the ambient room temperature by 20 degrees by entering.
If Trump found the cure for cancer, she wouldn't give him credit, man. She's that twisted.
Oh no, she wouldn't. She's evil incarnate. Oh, and by the way, I shouldn't say this, but do you remember when her daughter Christina did that on Twitter?
Yeah. Where she said my mother would do this to you and not even know it, like a blatant shit.
She said something worse. She got banned from Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's a scalp on my hip. Oh yeah, I was leading the charge to get her launched. Earn a little blue check. Bye. So.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
I'm like, it was bad too. It was ugly. I mean, it was. She sounded like a member of the Bunddeutsche Mädel. She sounded like a member of Hitler's girl corps. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? But they're just. I had to work with Pelosi. It was like, Jesus, she's horrible. I go hide. She's in the office. I go hide. I don't want to be near her. John Kerry's a jackass. Ted Kennedy was drunk every time I saw him.
Yeah, swollen. He always looked like a fucking tomato.
Yeah, well, he was drunk all the time.
Yeah, with a red fucking nose, like
yeah, man.
Chivas,
In the 80s, the Russians knew he loved to drink. That's why they kept him drunk every time he went over there.
Oh yeah. God knows what they got on him.
Oh God, do you remember Dick Gephardt?
Who's that?
Do you remember Dick Gephardt? He was the Speaker of the House. He was basically the Speaker of the House when George Bush Sr. was president. And he was a dick. I met him. I met a lot of them. The only one I met that I liked that I actually felt like you could actually have a conversation with was Joe Lieberman.
I think the good news, I think we got some good news coming in politics, though, because I don't think there's a chance in hell that AOC is going to win her primary.
Man.
There's no chance in hell she's going to win her primary whatsoever.
Listen, if she wins, I'm running for president in 2024. So I'm gonna run for fucking president. I have more credentials than this bitch. This bitch used to fucking serve drinks, for Christ's sake. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, Bernie Sanders dropped out, eh?
Yeah.
No, he sold out. He sold out. Listen, guys. The same thing happened with Hillary Clinton. Okay, they're trying to make look. They did not fucking take it from Bernie. That's what they're saying. They're making it look that way. But if you look down the line about 2 months later, right? That time, Bernie got a $300,000 fucking beach house. Okay, he sold out. And watch again. Maybe 3 months down the line, if Trump permitted, this motherfucker's gonna have something else. I'm telling you.
Well,
they offered me a Bugatti and 3 hookers.
they want a candidate they can control, and I believe they think they can control Joe Biden.
Yeah,
he's Howard Hughes by now.
Yeah,
he's Howard Hughes sitting on a box of Kleenex watching Sesame Street.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Listen, Trump is going to wipe the floor with him. Okay,
yeah, man.
And I'm going to tell you guys this, that they're looking at Cuomo to replace him.
Or Hillary. Hillary is still being talked about.
Well,
I don't know why.
As a running mate, yeah, so that Biden can win and he can just retire.
yeah. Well, this is my thing though. What do you think? Do you think the constituents of Adam Schiff are going to re-elect that motherfucker?
I do.
As desperate as they are, yeah.
I do.
I mean, look what they've been doing, man. They've been yes manning each other for everything. At first, they disagree in front of the whole public, and then when one comes up and says, "Look, we're going to do this," fuck it, we got no option, and they go and they all fucking join in. Same thing. Look what happened to Nancy Pelosi, the leader of the Speaker of the House, the one that's the third to grab the fucking presidency. And if anything happens to the first two, it's how they control this bitch.
Yeah.
I think there's also a tiny chance that maybe Sanders is going to be Biden's running mate, but they're so fundamentally different. But I can't ignore the fact, though, that the Democratic Party is extremely desperate at this point.
Yeah.
And they first off, replacing Biden with Hillary would be suicide. People hate her.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's just the most unlikable. You know, what would you rather have? Conversation with Hillary or Corona?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know one Democrat that I just, when I see him on TV, you just want to punch him in the head. It's Schiff.
I can't stand that fucking Asian face looking motherfucker. That I can't stand him.
When he was doing the impeachment, he was doing that impeachment, and you just, oh my God, you just wanted to punch through the TV at him, man.
Bro, I will fucking break his face, bro. Oh my God, I can't stand that.
It's people like him that makes me so happy I quit politics. I was up. He beat one of my heroes, Jim Rogan. If you ever want to read about a political hero, go Google James E. Rogan. Dude, he's a federal judge now. Trump appointed him. I think he's ninth federal district court too, by the way. All right.
Yeah.
Well, first off, he kind of looks like Harrison Ford, and he does too. But he showed up in that district. It's Burbank, California, in '94 and won it. And he came back, or it was 96 and won it. 94 and won it, 96, 98. 98, he was there, and they were talking about, it was right before they discovered Monica.
Look at that. Look at
yeah, look at that.
Doesn't he look like he looked like a fucking he looked like a testicle going through puberty. He looked like a pair of badger's nuts on each side of his face.
There was another guy I used to hate. I think he's retired now. I think he was from Nevada. He was an ex-amateur boxer,
Reid.
I think.
Harry Reid?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The guy I can't stand. Who's the black guy from Texas that always talks about LGBTQ rights or
Booker? Is it Booker?
No, he's from Texas.
He's from Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know.
Maybe, you know who I'm talking about?
This guy here?
No.
That's Harry Reid.
Oh.
That's Harry Reid. That fucker.
Black guy from Texas. He's in the house.
He's just, yeah. Harry Reid is his own brand of corruptness.
This guy
got his ass kicked in the gym, and he said he fell off.
You talking about Will Hurd, maybe, John?
I can't remember.
This
He's a Republican.
Home testicles right here.
Do you guys remember when Harry Reid fell off said he got beaten or fell off? He said he fell off of gym equipment, and he showed up and he looked like someone had just mauled him. It's like what your mob boys in Nevada get pissed off at you, Harry.
He looks crazy. Look at this guy, bro. He look like fucking
Al Green.
He's got those lasagna.
Oh, Al Green, the guy that really looks like a fucking aged testicle. That guy got so much fucking hair growing out of every I've never known that face can have follicles like that, bro. What the fuck, bro? Yo, this dude belongs in a fucking circus. He belongs in a fucking circus, man. I mean, this dude's face. He looks like guys. Tonight, do the Al Green challenge. Before you take a shower, look at the bottom of your nuts. That's Al Green's face.
Oh my god. That was
Al
way too funny.
Al Green in Congress.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Congress, not the singer.
Hold on, I'm finding it.
I'm telling you, watch.
Oh,
He, guys,
Jesus, man.
he looks,
Oh,
looks
stand
like,
by.
He looks like his face is the bald spot on the bottom of your testicle with every other hair just fading in. Look, watch. You ready? 3, 2, 1. There he goes. One of my nuts.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Scrotum skin.
He looks like scrotum skin. He looks like a wrinkled nut. Look at him. This guy here.
he looks like a character from Romancing the Stone.
Yeah.
He
Gene
looks like
Wilder.
a third drug dealer
Gene
from
Wilder. Mrs. Wilder, how are you, Miss Wilder? The jewel of the Nile in the face ass looking motherfucker. Look at him. Look at him. I can't stand this dude. This guy talks the same talking points as his fucking constituents, and his constituents consist of stupid motherfuckers, bro. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He looks like a fucking forearm here.
Is he Houston or Austin?
I think he's Austin.
Of course. Look at him. Don.
Is that a blackhead on his cheek? The thing's huge, whatever it is.
That's exactly what that shit is. A blackhead on the cheek. He's disgusting.
He looks like he smells. I mean,
Yeah,
really,
sure.
like smells like really bad. He either smells like really bad body odor or cologne that smells like bug spray.
Zuki says his code name is now Ballsack.
Al Green is his district is the southwest Houston. That's where
Okay.
Southwest Houston.
So him and Sheila Jackson Lee are probably.
Oh my God.
She's probably his beard.
Steph said, I think he swear. You look at him, he look like a fucking testicle.
I've never seen a worse forced smile on a politician.
I never knew nuts had teeth, bro.
Maize, you need to go home and just whip his ass, man.
Bro, this dude needs many lineups, bro. He needs his fucking hair is almost connecting to his eyebrow and his cheek. Look at it.
Looks like
John,
he's got elf ears.
John, where is the
What the
stone,
fuck is
John?
going on? How do you have the T-zone perfectly waxed, but not your fucking cheeks? Look at this guy. Jesus Christ, everything connects. The fucking hair on his lip goes to the hair chin connected to the nose chin. The nose chin connected to the. Look at him.
Dude,
Fucking.
got it. I know what he looks like. He looks like a fucking evil Fraggle, dude.
He look like a fucking. He look like he should be chilling with trash heat.
Check this out. One more.
Oh man, that is one gross looking motherfucker, man. Oh god.
All right,
You look like Gaddafi right there, man.
he's the other. He's that bastard's twin.
You see that fold at the top of his nose? You could like stick a quarter in there and it would stay.
Bro, hell yeah,
It
bro.
would.
Jesus.
He looks like he's saying, "I farted."
Yeah, that was funny. Steph said he looks like he smells. he look like gym socks.
Who's
No.
the,
He probably smells like ass, dude. Because he talks about the LGBTQ community, man. He probably smells like ass.
Probably.
You could touch that hair and your hand would come back looking like you've been handling raw bacon.
Yeah.
He looks like he combs his hair.
Grease.
Look at him. Oh my god, that is gross.
Who is
And
the
fucking ear. Look at his ears. We totally missed that. That's just the size of his face.
I said he had kind of elf ears.
Those are Adam
Well,
Driver's.
at least he looks like that. Anytime I see Adam Schiff, dude, it looks like someone hopefully put a dick in his ass.
Adam Schiff looks like he got
Let me
nipples
tell you something
on his
about
shit.
Chef. Let me tell you something about Adam Schiff. Two of his biggest donors were arrested on drug charges. They had young black men, almost underage, dying of methamphetamine overdose.
Yeah.
And very gay. There are rumors of pedophilia in his resume. And when I worked at a leadership institute, one of my good friends was the lady on Jim Rogan's campaign who did opposition research, and she looked into him and she was like, "You don't want to know," and she meant it. You know, she's a very devout Catholic. So Jane, God bless her soul, she passed away a while back. Hearing some of that stuff, I can't imagine her going back to her husband Lou going, you know. But no, Ship is a sick son of a bitch. He is, and it's really weird to me to have people like that have that shit in their background, thinking they should go into politics.
Yeah, he looks like he looks like when he's at home alone, he picks his nose and eats him. You know, he looks like one of those guys.
Jay, I put up one more. It looks like he's either farting or shitting his pants in this one.
He gotta let go of that lucky curls. He got Jerry curls. Look at him. He looked like a retired singer from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Look at him.
He does smell himself.
He looks.
Oh my God, smell like that? Yes, you do.
He's totally pushing one out there. I don't know if it's gas or if it's a load.
Oh, I got the token.
He said.
One second out.
He said, "Well, damn." Fucking ugly dude, man. Oh God, you know, whoever has this guy in his dreams, we're sorry for that. You know, because sometimes, you know, it's photographic memory. That's how, you know, dreams are. So if he happens to enter your dreams tonight, man, God bless you. I hope you wake up. Yeah, that's literally.
I'm gonna blame you guys, all of you. Okay.
You should all know Washington is a disgrace at this point.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Prez. You said that shit, right? Yeah, definitely. So before we go, man, we're going to hit one more topic, and this topic is movies we have seen lately, as of late, at home, or if you dare to fucking go into the movie theater like a fucking jerk off. You know.
All our movies are closed. All our movie theaters.
That would be the people that we watched a little while ago putting their spit on the fucking subway or the elevator.
Yeah.
They closed all the theaters, but I got to see Call of the Wild twice before they closed them.
Nice.
And I want to say this. It didn't do as well as it should have. And the people that were complaining about the dog being CGI, please go fuck yourselves with a big knobby dildo. Okay? It was
good movie.
It was all right. Here's the deal: the dog actually looked like the way the dog is supposed to look in the novel. If you grew up in the 70s, you read the novel. And if you didn't, your school system sucked. I had to read it more than once. I wrote papers on it. I know the story back and forth. But Jack London was one of my favorite authors, even though he was a big socialist at the time. He just had a handle on survival. You know what life is really all about. And the movie is him, but there's a heart to it that's not in the novel. And I think the heart comes from the fact Harrison Ford's in it. His story is really sad. It's not the story you get in the novel. He plays that character, but there's a different twist to it. Okay. And it's really, really, really sad. And he should have been nominated for Academy Award for this because he makes you cry. I'm not kidding you.
I believe you. I'm just still stuck on this that you said big knobby dildo.
You know, I could have said spiked. You know, that was the second thing in my, you know. But honestly, it's a really good movie. It's silly. It's not. It's made in Disney sort of fairy tale kind of way, but at least it tries to keep the spirit of the novel without going into savagery, because if you read the novel, it's gruesome. What the dogs do to each other, what the men do to the dogs, what Buck does at the end to the group of Eskimos that kill his friend.
Nice.
He kills everybody. I mean, he just, it's what it is. It's a great. This is a performance. What I hate about this, it's wasted performance. This should have been Han Solo in Star Wars. This should have been what we would have gotten. All right. There should have been what happened. And so we got this in the movie,
Yeah.
it's great. The beginning of the movie is so funny. I was laughing my ass off. The dog.
Now, talking about Star Wars, I got to say one thing last night impressed the shit out of me. I don't know about anybody else, but I have been watching Lego Masters on Fox, right? And last night was the semifinals. They had Star Wars builds they had to do. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And they had C-3PO and R2-D2 on as their guest judges. I mean, it was awesome. See, I'm a huge Lego nerd anyway, so
yeah.
Sorry,
That's cool.
I'm gonna tell you guys, go check out fucking here on YouTube. Go check out Cobra Kai season 1 and 2 because 3 is coming soon. And also for you guys who've been wondering on Netflix, right? When is One Punch Man season 2 going to fucking drop? Well, a dickhead like myself was wondering as well. To my boy Excalibur Excali told me that they no longer running that on fucking on Netflix. It is now on Hulu. Okay, so you got to get yourself some Hulu if you want to get yourself some One Punch Man season 2. And I'm telling you right now, it is fucking great. I'm going to watch the rest of it tonight. That's right.
The best
You have
show,
Hulu for now.
Maze, you can probably agree with me on this. The best show, in my opinion, ever that has ever been on Netflix, ever. Well, you got two of them. The first one, The Witcher.
Get that.
The Witcher was absolutely amazing, but you have to pay close attention to the time shifts while watching The Witcher. Once you get used to how the time shifts, from point A to point B, it's absolutely amazing.
It was the greatest show where everybody was doubting Henry Cavill's ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 2, if you have not seen it, you need to go and watch it. It is the best Netflix.
Is it better than Lord of the Rings?
You can't compare the two.
No, what I mean visually and with action. Are we going to see the?
We're not talking about Tiger King, are we?
No.
Oh my God. I won't watch that.
Because the Lord of the Rings had $1 billion budget, while The Witcher only had like $150,000 budget per episode. So you can't compare them. But it is, the story is there. That's the thing. And Yennefer, the wizard, the female wizard, she's hot as shit and she's naked. So that's a plus, But the second show, and I think everybody on the panel here is going to agree with me, you have to go and watch the Dark Crystal series.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I've been resisting seeing The Witcher because I don't want to get bogged down into something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want to say this. I was compelled by my friend Lynn to see Tiger King, and Dana Lash was saying, you have to see this, you have to see this. So I sat down and watched it, and I was like this.
Yeah.
The entire time. I've never seen, it's one of those things where you sit back and think, I can't believe that's real. Those people are real. They really exist. Who the hell, and when it turns out they're all horrible people, all of them. They're just whatever. The guy in jail, Joe Exotic, he's actually almost normal compared to everybody else.
They've been telling me about this. I have to see it.
What I keep
If you
hearing of
see
it is it's got the effect of a train wreck, like you can't look away.
Well, when you're done with it, you're going to say Carol Baskin killed her husband.
Mm.
She did.
But what is it? Is this a movie or is it a?
It's a docudrama. It's a docudrama.
Yeah, dude, it's such a train wreck. You can't quit watching, man.
I've watched 1917, which was really good.
1917.
That whole movie is interesting because of the way it was filmed. It was filmed to look like it was one long 2-hour continuous shot of two guys taking a journey together. The other movie I've seen, which is also World War I related, is very underrated, is They Shall Not Grow Old. That's the Peter Jackson one where he took all that old World War I footage and colorized it, and then he puts the veterans' voices from very old vintage interviews in the background. And these veterans actually match the people that are in the shots. So I don't know. It really pulls you in if you like old war stories.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I've gone back and I've been watching a lot of the old Stephen King. Pet Cemetery, the original, not the remake. Salem's Lot the second. Then watched the Jude Law Salem's Lot. Then Christine, Cujo. Yeah. And I've been going back to when music would set the mood and the camera would pan away, but you knew what happened and it scared the crap out of you.
Yeah.
When you had good storytelling.
Yeah.
Christine's my jam. Christine is actually a John Carpenter movie, and there's a couple of that old man that owned the garage. So quotable.
Yeah.
That's the last time you run that mechanical asshole in here without an exhaust hose. Just mechanical asshole. That's definitely early King. He knew how to throw some cuss words out there.
I love it.
Definitely.
You know what I saw recently? Exorcist 3.
Oh man, I hate those Exorcists. The first Exorcist is still fucking with me.
I'm watching it. I'm thinking back to the first one, and I'm going, okay, so the detective in the first movie was actually best friends with the priest who died, and I'm still not quite sure how that worked, because when you watch The Exorcist, it's like they first met. And you watch the other movie, and they were best friends. They did everything together, and Father Davian Karras's death really affected the detective and It's a freaky movie. It's a freaky. I mean, it's not as good as The Exorcist by any means, but
it is at least a sequel to it. Exorcist 2: The Heretic. I don't count that.
That was horrible.
Oh God, it was.
It was. Oh, I got one for
anything like that. Okay, no.
Has someone here watched Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah, I've seen it all the way through.
They got a spin-off. Yeah, they got a spin-off with the lawyers.
Better Call Saul.
Have to watch Call Saul. It is better than Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul is actually better than Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, Ryan Johnson actually directed 2 episodes, and that really threw me off before The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Because I went back and rewatched those episodes, and I was like, oh, cool, he's different.
Yeah, he's different, alright. Fucker. Oh.
Well, in that situation, he was forced to work with what's the guy's name? Vaughn? The guy that wrote Breaking Bad. He was forced to work with a script that was not his.
Yes.
Gee.
Yeah. And well, I don't know if anybody else has watched it, but one of my favorite series that's been out in the past 10 years is Sons of Anarchy.
That's pretty good.
I haven't seen that yet.
That series.
That was very good. And watch The Sopranos again if you get a chance. Rewatch that.
I've been watching Longmire again. Longmire, Yellowstone is good. Yellowstone is fucked up, by the way. It's like the first episode I watched, I'm like, all right, so he owns the ranch. That's his wife. She's fucking the top hand. And the top hand is like his son, because his sons all suck. Okay, this is like that. This is like what we didn't get to see in Dallas, right? Okay. I just, it's it's really just, but Kevin Costner's great. I mean, Kevin Costner's really good in it. He always brings it. If you haven't seen The Highwaymen, do it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
When he goes into the hardware store and starts buying all the guns, he can buy a Tommy gun and a BAR in a 1934 store. Can you imagine walking in and doing that now? Sure, I'll take that one.
Are we watching X-Men?
There's a couple of shows on Netflix that I can recommend that are not. I haven't watched them recently. There's one called Love, Death, and Robots. That is a mini series of about 20 different sci-fi animations that are done by different people. They're all different stories. They're not connected in any way.
Bro, that was badass, bro.
And they're short. Yeah, and then there's for I think everybody knows about Black Mirror at this point. Yeah. Black Mirror is a British sci-fi Twilight Zone. That's the best way to describe it. It explores the consequences of any technology you can think of. That's basically what it does. I mean, there's that one with the guy playing Star Trek. That was disturbing as shit. but the one with Bryce Dallas Howard and social media, that was also disturbing in a more this could happen in real life kind of way.
Yeah.
Where she's got like that score and she's trying to keep it up and she loses everything. Just you're like, shit. That could be the future.
She's a good actress. It's always funny. Her dad likes to go on Twitter and spew politics, and I say, okay, boomer.
Okay. I gotta interrupt everyone. I just got an email and I can actually talk about this one. Hold on, let me read the fine lines to see what I can actually say. Okay, right now it's looking like 2024-25. Hasbro is talking about doing a Ghostbusters Transformer crossover movie.
Oh boy.
That's about as much as I can say.
Okay. All right.
Dude, that would be like kick ass.
You're gonna have to get a couple of days to chew on that and digest it, John.
I'm not closed-minded to the concept. I would need to see first how Afterlife and any movie they make after that does first.
Imagine if they put G.I. Joe in with it too.
But basically, ghosts and robots.
Yeah.
I would. G.I. Joe is a better fit.
Yeah, with Transformers.
Because they did it already.
Yeah.
Who's that? Flint and Lady J's daughter was in one of the Transformer shows. And he shows up in it, actually. That just makes more sense to me. I'm not opposed to it. I just need more.
Peter Venkman might piss Optimus Prime off with his personality.
Yeah.
Venkman, you're an asshole.
You know what the whole thing is going to be to that? I just got it. The whole reason to that, it's marketing genius. It's a marketing genius. The whole reason to that is to turn Ecto-1 into a Transformer.
No, they've already done it.
No. But bringing it to the screen.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I have been trying to get that damn Transformer, and
it's popular.
Yeah, I am not paying the exuberant prices they want for it on eBay, but I want that damn Transformer.
They've they've already come out with a. I'm going to tell you this: a 6-inch Black Series Dooku.
I pre-ordered him. I'm waiting.
I tried to and I couldn't.
GameStop, your local GameStop. Put like $10 down.
All right, I'll look online because they're all closed. So, I'll check it out because I want that.
As you can see, my character arc powers are far beyond yours, Kylo Ren.
You want that stuff? I have the same thing. It comes from GameStop. It's the Ecto-1 Transformer.
Cool.
Well, you gotta go on GameStop for that. You gotta go on GameStop.
Right.
Yeah. I'm pissed off because GameStops are closed. My birthday is the 30th. My Spawn figure is supposed to come out the 14th, and I'm wondering if they will be open by the 14th, since the president said if it's looking good, they're pushing the 30th back to the 14th for stores to open and shit. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that happens. If not, I'm wondering what happens to my pre-order. Like,
Did you pre-order it so it goes to your house?
no, so I can pick it up at the store. Remember, nobody knew this shit was going to take off, and I did this about maybe 2 months ago.
I don't know that. When I do pre-orders, I do it off of Amazon.
Right.
And I've got Anakin Padawan coming. I've got young Obi-Wan coming. I still want an Obi-Wan Padawan, and finally after 2 months, I'm getting my Qui-Gon.
Nice.
But I do want the Dooku. The Dooku looks really good.
Dooku looks off the chain. I'm waiting for him, boy. I got a diorama for that son of a bitch.
Yeah, he needs his own box. You know what I'm saying? He needs his own. He looks pretty badass. I still haven't. It's really weird, you guys. As much as I want a Palpatine, every time I think about it, after the Rise of Skywalker, it just makes me want to puke. That's how bad they ruined the character. I tell Ian McDermott that to his face. They ruined him. I can't stand thinking about him anymore.
It's crazy.
This is what they did. Is stupid. It's stupid.
It's ridiculous. Well, guys, I'm about to close the stream, but the panel stay after I shut it off. Stay on because we have to talk. But everybody in the chat, thanks for joining, man. This has been variety. Yep, with the guys, man. Mala, thank you for joining. Regular Milton, thank you for joining at the same time, man. You guys are great, and I'll be catching you. Remember, Miyagi-Do boxing talk coming to you tomorrow. Special guest will be Mike Tyson. You guys catch him tomorrow on the Boxing Jedi's channel. And God bless each and every one of y'all, man. And definitely, man, get yourself some of this here. Microban 24. Okay, it's very good disinfecting you know what I mean? And if you got a fucking police raid motherfuckers when they cough or sneeze near you, do it.
I carry Lysol with me.
Lysol works. Yeah, Lysol works. Definitely. This just doesn't have that stench and shit that gets to your throat. This shit would actually blind the person. Fuck that. But anyway, God bless each and every one of you. I will stay on. God bless. Stay vigilant. Peace, guys.
See you later, man.
All right, guys.